I got fired because of my freaking coworker. Like, my coworker got me fired from my job. Who does that? Mind your business.
My mind different, you better pay attention. It's fear on a beat, I need my recognition. On my darkest days, thought it was no way, but now I'm cutting rice and I got my own sway. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. Another nigga try to play me on that good like bout.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Safi and I'm back in another video. You guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I have a story time. I don't know when was the last time I did a story time on my channel, but it's definitely been a minute. It's literally, what time is it? 10:41 p.m. and I just randomly just started this in my head. I'm like, let me just record this story time. So as you can tell by the title, I got fired because of my freaking coworker. Like, my coworker got me fired from my job. Who does that? Mind your business. Okay, let me just say the story. I love that I could just record and just talk and post and just people can just watch it. I don't know. It's I don't know. Anyway, let me get started with my story time. So basically, I had a job. I was in the 10th or 11th grade. So I'm so into sneakers. Everybody knows I'm into sneakers. You guys, most of you guys know I'm into sneakers. I have a full sneaker collection, like over 100 pairs, over 120 pairs of sneakers. So when I was younger, I was like in the 11th grade, I was probably how old are you in the 11th grade? Probably like 17, 16, 17. Had a job, right? Kicks USA. If you guys don't know what Kicks USA is, which is now called Snipes, it's a sneaker store that sells all the sneakers, all the Jordans, all the Nikes that you're looking for, the newest releases, everything like that. So they were building one by my house. One day, me and my mom, we were on our way to IHOP. I remember this. We were on our way to IHOP and we seen that they were building a Kicks USA. That's what it was called, Kicks USA by IHOP, which is near where I live. Oh, my mother told me, she was like, yo, Fia, they building a Kicks USA. And I always wanted a sneaker job. Like, me personally, I always wanted to work at a sneaker store because I was so into sneakers. I'm like, ooh, I could get the discount. Ooh, I could look at sneakers every day. I could sell sneakers. Like, I was just so into that. So my mother's like, yo, apply. So I applied. I'm like, yo, I'm probably not even going to get the job because you don't even know how many times I applied to Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line. I applied to all of those things prior to, and I never got the job. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get the job. I'm not gonna get the job. So I actually applied. I applied. I went to the interview. I had my Jordan 12s on. I was looking all cute. I didn't know how to dress during that interview. I'm like, should I wear sneakers or should I dress up? Like, what are they looking for? So I wore some Jordan 12s, but I dressed them up. And like, I was looking up how to answer questions, working for a sneaker store. I was Googling it and everything. I ended up answering all the questions. And one day, like I would say like a week later, I was in class and I got a phone call. And I'm like, I'm about to step out of class and just answer this. I don't care. Because I was just expecting a call from a job because I was applying to different jobs. So I answered. It was like, hello, this is from Kicks USA. Is this Safia? I'm like, yes. They're like, yeah, I just want to let you know, like, you got the job, come in for your first day, your orientation, da da da. I'm like, oh, I'm like, Ma. I called my mother immediately. I'm like, Ma, I got the job at Kicks USA. I got the job. I was like, I got the job. So, oh shit. So I'm like, oh, I got the job at Kicks USA with the what? So, okay, cool. I was working there for a good year. I say year and a couple months. And I liked it. It was money for me. It wasn't really much. It was literally gas money and a couple outfits. Literally, the sneaker stores was not paying no bread back then. I'm like, all right, cool. I say about 2 months before I stopped working there, I was still applying to other jobs. So I ended up applying to Finish Line. So I applied to Finish Line. This was the Finish Line in Macy's. So I'm not sure if they have Finish Line and Macy's all over, but where I stayed, there was Finish Line inside of Macy's in the mall. So I applied to Finish Line inside of Macy's in the mall. Excuse me. So I applied and I ended up getting a job there while I was working for Kicks USA. However, you cannot work for opposing, you know, it's like conflict of interest. So I was working for Finish Line and I was working for Kicks USA, two sneaker stores that sell very similar items, but it's just like they're competing, so it's conflict of interest. So you're not allowed to do that, pretty much. But I applied for Finish Line because I just wanted a second source of income, and I knew all I wanted to do was to be around sneakers. So I'm telling Kicks USA I have this schedule, and I'm telling Finish Line I have this schedule, and there will be so many times where Finish Line would schedule me when I had Kicks USA, and Kicks USA would schedule me when I had to work at Finish Line. And I'm like, okay, well, this is my schedule. Like, I cannot come here on this day because I have school. Like, I would just blame it on school. Like, I didn't want to tell neither job that I was working for. I didn't want to tell neither job that I was working for another company, you know, because obviously you cannot do that. That's conflict interest. But I was young, y'all. I was young. I was literally a minor. Like, I've learned now, but I was a minor, and all I cared about was sneakers. Like, I just wanted to be around sneakers. I wanted to sell sneakers. I wanted sneaker discounts. That's it. That's all. One day, y'all. One day. So I was at Finish Line at work, and you know, when you young and sneakers is hot, sneakers is fire, if you have a sneaker job, you popping. So I'm all on Snapchat, right? I'm literally on Snapchat, and I'm like, at Finish Line, in my Finish Line uniform and everything, I'm just like, yeah, I'm lit. Like, I'm putting the sneakers up all in my Finish Line uniform. Ooh, I'm popping or whatever. I feel like the next day or the next 2 days, I had to go into Kicks USA. I worked at Kicks USA. There was a Jordan release. A Jordan sneaker was coming out. And Kicks USA was really the only sneaker store where I could hold sneakers down. Like, I could get whatever shoe I kind of wanted. Because at Finish Line, at Macy's, it's like they didn't get releases. They got, like, you know, just Nike running sneakers and jogging sneakers, and they had Skechers. They wasn't getting exclusives and, you know, Jordan releases. Only the main Finish Line stores was getting out, not the ones that was inside of Macy's, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So when I was working at Kicks USA, I was able to get all the releases and all the exclusives and everything like that. So it was one Saturday where I went into Kicks USA at work. I asked my manager, I was like, can I just put these on the side? I don't even know if I could release this video, y'all. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, whatever. I just feel like it's so old, and the store got bought out anyways, so who cares? But can I hold these on the side so that I could get them when I clock out? And he's like, ask Finish Line if they could hold them for you. Excuse me? It caught me off guard, like OD. It caught me off guard. I'm like, I think I had a shoe in my hand, like getting a shoe for a customer. So I had a shoe in my hand. I'm like, so when he said that, he was like, I was like, yeah. I said his name, my manager's name. Oh shit. I was like, yeah, can I hold these sneakers for me on the side? He's like, ask Finish Line if they could hold them for you. He trying to be funny. Like, right? So he's trying to be funny. And I'm like, oh. So somebody told that I work at Finish Line, because I didn't tell nobody that. But the only evidence was I was on Snapchat recording in my uniform. I was like, I was acting confused. I was like, what? What you talking about? Oh, long story short, my store manager ended up pulling me to the side saying, yeah, we know you work for Finish Line. Da 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 da. You gonna have to figure out what you want to do. Mind you, this is Christmas season. This was literally probably like a couple days before Christmas, a week or two before the new year, before January, before the next year. So they're like, yeah, you need to figure out what you're gonna do before this year is up, or once Christmas is over, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. You either gonna work here or you gonna work for Finish Line. Pretty much what I did was I believe I just quit. Like, I just quit Kicks USA. I was like, okay, I'm done. I basically quit, and at the same time I got fired. I don't know if I got fired or I quit, but I quit. And I was just like, I'm not going back there, because I was getting paid more at Finish Line. So I'm like, I might as well just stay at Finish Line. Even though I'm getting sneakers at Kicks USA, I may as well stay at Finish Line. So I quit Kicks USA. But Finish Line was freaking seasonal. But I was trying to stay longer. But they ended up letting me go too. It was just, they ended up letting me go after the season. It was crazy. But what's crazy is I knew who was on my Snapchat. Like, I know who's on my Snapchat and who was following me that I worked with at Kicks USA. So I put two and two together. I'm like, wow, I really know who snitched. Like, I know who snitched. I know literally the person, a co-worker, showed my Snapchat to my manager saying, look, Safia worked for Finish Line, Safia worked for Finish Line. Like, who does that? Okay, I'm not gonna put out any names or anything like that, but I know exactly who did it. And this person was much older than me, got a whole kid, was just, and I'm 17. This person is like up there in age. So it's just like, why do you even give a fuck about what I'm doing? I could have really got away with it, y'all. But you know, people snitch. But literally, I kind of snitched on myself. It's my fault, because if I would have never put it on social media, then I would have probably, you know, still had the job at the time. Man, that shit was crazy. Like, that was so epic. I feel like I should have told that story time, because it's a lot of people who's out there that's young that watch me, and if you feel like you got fired or you quit a job, man, let me tell you something. Now is the time to quit. Now is the time to get fired, because you don't want to get fired and quit when you're older and you're established and stuff. So if you're gonna quit or get fired, do it at a very young age, because then it's like, okay, whatever, I have plenty of time to get another job and establish my career, like my real career job. You know what I'm saying? So I remember this like it was yesterday, but it's okay, because the situation that I'm in now, I'm blessed. Like, I'm making more money. Like, I don't care about that. But it was definitely a learning experience, and I thought I would share with you guys. If you guys like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, or just me talking, just vlogging, beauty, anything like that, interesting stuff. Subscribe to my channel. On the road to 14K, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Just remember, I am the best. I am that girl that stepped on every bitch neck. He bent me over, said feed that shit way. If you coming for me, no, you gotta come correct. If you don't, I'ma check you like we playing chess. Roll me on my stomach and I let him do the rest. Damn, that shit hurt, I could feel it in my chest. I thank God for the lessons he done taught me, cause the love for myself